in a sense of not trying to achieve something that somebody else did, or looking around at everybody else and trying to see what everybody else did. Like, embrace my current own journey and the things that I want right now, because they also might change with time. I'm a very, very good looking individual, young, full of energy. So why would I just hold myself back, really, And I'm just talking about that because, like, why would I want to tell you also why I'm telling you this right now, because something happened just now, so stay tuned. I have to film this in a different setting though. Okay, so here's what happened. Pretty simple. I'm standing in the drive-thru at McDonald's, right? So I'm standing at the drive-thru at McDonald's and I'm just taking orders, right? Here's what happens. There is a car and as I'm picking up the order, I'm starting to play a little bit with my tonality. I always just play around. I always just play around with my voice, and they didn't seem to respond in the way that I wanted them to, or in a way that would have been playful, right? They just stayed on their frequency. So my job, I just try to get on their frequency and get them on my frequency, really, on my frequency of thought. And yeah, then I thought, okay, it's not gonna happen. They don't seem to be in the mood or whatever. But then they arrived at the way they had to pay and where they had to pay me, right? Or pay McDonald's, and I would basically stand at the cash machine and take the cash. And then as they arrived, they smiled at me, and the driver, it was a woman, and she was there with her girlfriend. So also shout out to you if you see this by any chance, okay? They had great energy, and they really, really liked that. They had great energy, and then they came there, and I was just like, no, she asked me like, why are you so motivated, right? Like, why are you so motivated? And I'm like, oh my, and I responded like, oh my God, you think this is motivated? Just wait for what happens when I had a coffee, okay? Just wait. And then she asked like, wait, what, a coffee? Really? Yeah. And me like, yeah, a coffee for real. Like, my energy would be going through, like, you don't want to, and I was just like being playful again a little bit. Let me just change the camera angle. And I was just being like a little bit playful again. And then she was like, oh, coffee. Let me invite you on a coffee. And then I was like playful again, and like acting as if she was making a joke, right? Like, oh yeah, invite me for coffee, right? And stuff like that. But she was genuine about it, which was crazy, because I was surprised a little bit how quickly that turned around. And so she was interested, right? And they didn't look bad, right? Like they were pretty, but again, it was like just for me. Yeah, it was a playful vibe, and it was my fault because Okay, so to close off yesterday's video, yeah, I just have to conclude it with like, just don't overthink shit, like, because in the end of the day, you're just meeting people, right? And you're just being social, really. In the end of the day, it's everything it is.
just be social, bro. So yeah. Also, what I wanted to show you guys is I have like a letter to myself. So this is what my mentor taught me, right? So I have my MacBook like open like this, and you can literally see goal cards and letter to myself, and you just write down like a future me, like as if you would write it in like a future sense. And you just literally write everything down. So look at myself now, standing tall with the physique of a Greek god and brimming with testosterone. I'm so grateful now that I took massive amounts of action. My energy and laser focus were boundless, making me feel unstoppable. I performed so well and exceeded all my expectations. My momentum is unbelievable. I truly believe I can achieve anything I set my mind to. My confidence is invincible. I'm locked into my masculine energy at all times. My social battery is flowing over with energy. What the heck? Okay, so this is just an example of how this can look like. And obviously you can write anything there. So I also have like lifestyle goals. Like, I'm so grateful now that I woke up in a 5-bedroom house in Bali, and with a view on the ocean, and the sun is kissing my face, and I wake up to my girlfriend, everything like that, right? And also Amsterdam, I'm cruising through the city of Amsterdam as a DJ, and with my boys, with my team, you know, in a white Brabus G-Wagon. Like, be very specific about it, because it's also in the science of getting rich that you have to create a clear and definite picture for yourself of what you want in order to achieve that, in order to go there, okay? And if you set that goal, it can take as long as you want it to. Like, you can think as big as you want, because this is for your whole life. It's not for the next year or whatever. It's the things that you want to achieve in your life. And then also for short-term goals, such as things that you want to achieve right now in the next year or in the next 6 months or the next month, there are goal cards. So you just use these goal cards, right? I have them here on the bottom, and I just have things like, I'm a top level student of status alpha, I have a Greek god body, so physique, fitness, and you can see trading. So these are my short-term goals, right? Like my physique and trading, because they will open other doors for me in that letter to myself. It's kind of like a puzzle, really. So you're trying to solve that puzzle by yourself, by using 1, the letter to myself, and 2, the goal cards. You can imagine it like the letter to myself being like the, how is it called in English, where you have to put in the key, you know, at the door, right? You know what I mean, I hope. And then you have the key, which are the goal cards. You unlock the letter to myself in real life with the key, which the goal cards are the key, and you put them into that letter to myself. Okay, and you unlock a new thing every single time. Funny thing, by the way, you know, you can see I almost also. You can see I am so honored to share my story on the podcast with Alec Gonzalez, Jack Hopkins, Hamza, and Stefan Alisha. So I wanted to go on a podcast with him because he taught me a lot of things that have changed the game for me, such as the letter to myself, some personal development things that I can use for my journey. And I can literally give you proof, guys. I booked everything. Dubai Podcast Studio, you can see literally the Dubai Podcast Studio. Unfortunately, I need to cancel my reservation, as I just discovered that my travel documents have not been working. And you can see this is the official email. They responded back to me, Jenny Parks, okay, has been cancelled, and I got a refund and stuff like that. Dubai Podcast Studio, okay, and yeah, so this is literally the proof, okay, this is the first proof, Podcast Studio in Dubai. I will show you the flight ticket. It's December, Monday, 16th of December, Hanover, Dubai, Sharjah, Hanover. So you can see as well here. This is the confirmed reservation. So this is literally proof, and you gotta take action on it, right? No matter what.